Hello, Moto.
Hey guys, welcome back to Vision All Access, and today we're going to be talking about the new phone that dropped last week, the Moto Z2 Force. Now, to be quite honest, I'm actually a big fan of Motorola. True, I've never actually owned one of their smartphones, but I've always really appreciated their design language. And this is a big thing when it comes to phones. I really like the aesthetic appeal. Aesthetic. Aesthetic. I like that word. So, aesthetics aside, does the phone really have what it takes to be a 2017 flagship? Well, let's get into it and find out. The Moto X line was sheer gold. I mean, its first phone back in 2013 was more for the minimalists. We weren't really into big screens then. Then they broke through their 5-inch screen in 2014. 2015 saw a huge bump up to something like the Note line, where it was 5.7 inches, I believe. And then after Motorola got bought by Lenovo, we saw the Moto X change to the Moto Z. And now we have the second iteration of that smartphone. So let's look at the specs of what makes this smartphone a 2017 flagship. Of course, we got the Snapdragon 835, we got 4 gigabytes of RAM, 5.5-inch Quad HD AMOLED screen with Motorola's patented Shatter Shield technology. The camera game definitely sees an improvement. On the front, you got a 5-megapixel camera with a front-facing selfie flash. And on the back, things get real 2017 when we see not one, but two 12-megapixel Sony sensors. In this case, we got a monochromatic lens and a color lens. Operating system is pretty much as close to stock Android as we can get with Nougat 7.1.1, layered on top with some nice add-ons with the Moto Suite. Battery is an unremarkable 2730 milliamp hours. It's got 64 gigabytes of baked-in storage, which is definitely expandable via micro SD. Now don't worry, Dave, I'm getting to the Moto mods here. If you're gonna go for a Motorola phone these days, whether that be the Moto Z, Moto Z Force, Moto Z Play, Moto Z2 Force, you're gonna probably be decking it out with some Moto mods. Now this is the world's first modular smartphone. Okay, maybe not the first, but definitely the most popular. You got things like style shells, battery boosters, a JBL speaker. That being said, Motorola even added 2 new mods at their Unpacked event last week, where we got to see the Motorola Gamepad mod, as well as the Moto 360-degree camera mod. Both of these are pretty cool if it left up to my own devices and a much bigger paycheck. I probably would purchase out one of these things because I love the look and I love the mods. Now, what makes this phone so great? It's definitely got some good fine points on it. Like, for instance, number one, this phone is highly customizable. We just talked about the Moto mods, but good God, if you need this phone to do anything, there's probably a mod for it. Premium build materials. This is something that I absolutely love. Now, another reason people like Motorola is because of my last great point of this phone, its stock Android appearance with a nice thin layer called the Moto Suite. Basically just giving a few more options to a pure stock Android experience. So now I know what you're thinking, Hunter, if this phone's so great, why doesn't everyone go get it? There are some mistakes. First and foremost, yeah, the phone is highly customizable, but those mods ain't cheap. So let's just take a quick peek at how much those babies cost. Yeah, safe to say these mods are definitely not for the price conscious. Style shells, which really add no extra functionality aside from covering up that massive camera hump, which I also don't approve of. They'll run you about $40, I found last year's JBL sound speaker at 100. You don't even want to know what that camera mod goes for. My next con kind of really hits, a small demographic of everybody who wants their phone to last. This thing actually is a hair thicker than last year's model, which came with a 3000 milliamp hour battery. Yeah, it's gone down. The Moto Z Force was a little bit smaller and had a way bigger battery. Pretty much my last con about this phone is no optical image stabilization. This is 2017, people. Optical image stabilization should be standard on every single phone. So that's gonna wrap up another Vision All Access video. Thanks for joining us for this first look at the Moto Z2 Force. Comment section open and available. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this phone is a win or a near miss? But let me know down in the comments, what do you guys and girls think? After all, you're the opinion Motorola is really interested in. Thanks you guys for hitting up this video. Dave and myself really appreciate it. Hit us up at Facebook and Twitter, links down below. And don't forget to subscribe, ring that bell, so that way you get notified of all the videos that we're dropping and you stay in the know by getting all access.